Hello everyone, welcome back to the English Academy. Today, we are going to talk about something that can completely change your financial future. Most people believe becoming a millionaire depends on one thing: a high salary. But that belief is one of the biggest financial myths in the world. Look around you. There are people earning very high salaries who still struggle with money at the end of every month. At the same time, there are people with average incomes who slowly build wealth and eventually become financially independent. So what creates the difference? It is not luck. It is not family background. It is not intelligence alone. The real difference is the blueprint they follow. A blueprint is simply a plan. Just like every strong building is built using a blueprint, every wealthy person follows financial principles that guide their decisions. Without a blueprint, money disappears. With the right blueprint, money grows. Today, I want you to stop thinking about earning money. Instead, start thinking about building wealth. These two ideas may sound similar, but they are completely different. Earning money means receiving income. Building wealth means keeping, growing, and multiplying that income over many years. Many people spend their entire lives chasing bigger paychecks. Very few people spend time learning how money actually works. That is why so many people earn well but never become wealthy. Imagine two friends. Both receive the same monthly salary. The first person spends almost everything. Whenever the salary increases, expenses also increase. A better phone. A bigger television. More expensive clothes. A costlier bike. Luxury restaurants every weekend. By the end of the month, almost nothing is left. Now look at the second person. He also enjoys life. But before spending, he pays himself first. He saves. He invests. He learns new skills. He buys assets instead of only buying things that lose value. After 5 years, both people may still earn similar salaries. But their financial lives look completely different. One depends on the next paycheck. The other owns investments that continue growing every month. This is the first lesson of the Millionaire Blueprint. Income starts wealth. Habits create wealth. Many people believe they have a money problem. In reality, most people have a habit problem. Think about your daily routine. Do you track your expenses? Do you know exactly where your money goes every month? Can you tell how much you spent on food, entertainment, shopping, or online subscriptions? Most people cannot answer these questions. Money disappears quietly. Not because they earn too little, but because they never pay attention. Money follows attention. The moment you start tracking your finances, you begin controlling them. Successful people know where every rupee goes. Not because they are greedy. Because they are responsible. Responsibility creates freedom. Now let us talk about something that keeps millions of people financially stuck. Lifestyle inflation. This happens when your expenses grow every time your income grows. Suppose you receive a salary increase. Instead of investing that extra money, you immediately upgrade your lifestyle. A more expensive apartment. A new vehicle. Premium subscriptions. Luxury gadgets. Soon your new salary feels exactly like your old salary. You earn more. But you save nothing. This cycle continues for years. Eventually, people wonder why they never become wealthy despite earning more than before. The answer is simple. Every increase in income became an increase in spending. Wealth grows when income increases faster than expenses. Not the other way around. Another important principle is understanding the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Many people confuse these two words. Being rich often means having a lot of income. Being wealthy means having enough assets to support your life even if you stop working for some time. A person driving an expensive car is not automatically wealthy. That car may be financed through loans. Another person driving a simple vehicle may own investments, businesses, and savings worth much more. Appearances can be misleading. Real wealth is often invisible. Many millionaires live surprisingly simple lives. They focus on financial freedom rather than financial display. That is an important mindset shift. Stop trying to look rich. Start trying to become wealthy. The next principle is delayed gratification. This simply means learning to wait. Modern society encourages instant pleasure. Buy now. Pay later. Upgrade today. Enjoy immediately. But financially successful people ask a different question. If I wait today, will I have something much bigger tomorrow? That simple question changes everything. Imagine investing a small amount every month instead of spending it on unnecessary purchases. At first, the difference looks small. After 1 year, it becomes noticeable. After 5 years, it becomes impressive. After 10 or 20 years, it becomes life-changing. This is because of one powerful force. Time. Time is one of the greatest wealth-building tools available to everyone. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control inflation. You cannot control market movements. But you can control how early you start. And starting early gives your money more time to grow. Now ask yourself one simple question. If someone gave you an extra 1,000 rupees today, what would you do with it? Would you spend it immediately? Or would you make it work for your future? Your answer says a lot about your financial blueprint. Millionaires do not see money only as something to spend. They see money as an employee. Every rupee has a job. Some rupees pay today's bills. Some rupees build tomorrow's opportunities. Some rupees are invested so they can return with more rupees in the future. That is exactly how wealth grows. Not through one lucky event, but through thousands of smart financial decisions repeated consistently over many years. And once you understand this principle, you stop asking, how can I earn more this month? Instead, you begin asking, how can every rupee I earn today create more money for me tomorrow? That single change in thinking is where the millionaire blueprint truly begins. One of the biggest differences between wealthy people and everyone else is the way they think about income. Most people believe that their salary is their only source of money. Every month they work. Every month they receive a paycheck. And every month they spend most of it. This cycle continues for years. There is nothing wrong with having a job. A job is often the starting point of financial success. But it should not be the final destination. Millionaires understand one simple rule. Never depend on only one source of income. Imagine a chair with only one leg. Can it stand? Of course not. Now imagine a chair with 4 strong legs. It becomes stable. Your financial life works in the same way. If all your money comes from one salary, your financial future depends on one employer. If something unexpected happens, your income stops immediately. That is why financially successful people slowly build multiple income streams. Notice the word slowly. Many people hear about multiple income streams and think they need 5 businesses within 1 year. That is unrealistic. A better approach is to build one additional source at a time. Maybe you learn a freelance skill. Maybe you invest regularly. Maybe you start a small online business. Maybe you earn through digital products. Maybe you receive rental income one day. The goal is not becoming rich overnight. The goal is making your income stronger every year. Now let's discuss another principle that changes lives. Increase your value before expecting higher income. Many people keep asking, how can I earn more money? A better question is, how can I become more valuable? Money follows value. Think about doctors, engineers, software developers, business consultants, skilled designers, experienced sales professionals. Why do many of them earn more? Because they solve bigger problems. The marketplace rewards people who create value. If you want your income to grow, improve your skills. Read books. Take courses. Practice every day. Develop communication skills. Learn technology. Understand finance. Improve leadership. Become someone companies want to hire and customers want to pay. Your greatest financial asset is not your bank account. It is your ability to earn. And that ability can grow throughout your life. Another important habit is continuous learning. Many people stop learning after college. They believe education ends when they receive a degree. Millionaires think differently. For them, learning never stops. Every book teaches a lesson. Every failure teaches a lesson. Every successful person teaches a lesson. Knowledge becomes action. Action creates results. Results create wealth. Now let us talk about something that keeps many people poor for years. Bad debt. Not all debt is dangerous. But many people use debt to buy things they cannot truly afford. Credit cards. Personal loans. Buy now pay later offers. Easy monthly installments. These things make spending feel painless. But every payment quietly steals future income. Before buying anything expensive, ask yourself one question. Will this purchase help me earn more money in the future? If the answer is yes, it may be a useful investment. If the answer is no, think carefully before spending. Successful people understand the difference between an expense and an investment. An expense takes money from your pocket. An investment has the potential to bring money back. That does not mean you should never enjoy life. It simply means learning the difference between wants and priorities. Another habit wealthy people practice is paying themselves first. Most people receive their salary. Then they pay bills. Shopping. Entertainment. Food. Travel. Whatever remains is saved. Usually, almost nothing remains. Millionaires reverse the process. The moment they receive income, they save or invest a fixed percentage first. Then they manage the rest of their expenses. This simple habit changes everything. Because saving becomes automatic instead of optional. Now imagine doing this every month for 10 years. The amount may start small. But consistency creates extraordinary results. Financial success rarely depends on one huge decision. It depends on hundreds of small decisions repeated month after month. Now let us discuss emergency funds. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies. Job loss. Unexpected repairs. Family responsibilities. These situations arrive without warning. People without savings often fall into debt during emergencies. People with emergency funds protect their financial future. A good emergency fund is not an investment. It is protection. Think of it like a safety helmet. You hope you never need it. But you are grateful when it is there. Another powerful lesson is avoiding comparison. Today, social media makes comparison very easy. Someone buys a luxury car. Someone travels abroad. Someone buys a new house. Many people immediately feel behind. So they start spending money simply to keep up. This is one of the fastest ways to destroy financial progress. Remember this. You are seeing other people's highlights. You are not seeing their loans. You are not seeing their financial stress. You are not seeing their monthly payments. Compare yourself only with your past. If you save more today than last year. If your investments are growing. If your skills are improving. Then you are moving in the right direction. That is the comparison that truly matters. The Millionaire Blueprint is not about impressing strangers. It is about creating a life where money gives you choices instead of stress. And that journey begins the moment you decide that every financial decision should bring you one step closer to freedom rather than one step closer to unnecessary debt. Now let us talk about investing. Many people think investing is only for rich people. That belief keeps millions of people from building wealth. The truth is exactly the opposite. Investing is one of the reasons many people become wealthy in the first place. Saving money is important. But saving alone is not enough. Imagine you keep all your money in a box for the next 20 years. The amount of money stays the same. But the prices of food, fuel, education, healthcare, and housing continue increasing. This is called inflation. Inflation silently reduces the purchasing power of your money. That means the same amount buys fewer things every year. This is why your money should not only be saved. It should also grow. Investing gives your money the opportunity to grow faster than inflation over long periods. Now remember something very important. Investing is not gambling. Unfortunately, many beginners treat the stock market like a casino. They buy random stocks because someone on social media recommended them. They expect to double their money in a few weeks. When prices fall, they panic. They sell at a loss. Then they say investing is dangerous. The problem was never investing. The problem was the lack of knowledge. Successful investors think differently. They study before investing. They understand risk. They invest for years, not days. They know that short-term market movements are normal. But long-term patience often produces much better results. This brings us to one of the most powerful concepts in personal finance. Compound growth. Albert Einstein is often credited with calling compound interest one of the greatest forces in the world. Whether or not he actually said it, the idea remains powerful. Imagine planting a small tree. For the first few years, it grows slowly. It may not look impressive. But if you continue watering it year after year, eventually it becomes strong enough to produce fruits. Investments work in a similar way. Your money earns returns. Then those returns begin earning more returns. Over time, growth starts accelerating. This is why starting early matters more than starting with a huge amount. Time is often more valuable than money. A person investing a small amount consistently for 20 years may build more wealth than someone investing a much larger amount for only 5 years. Consistency beats intensity. This principle appears again and again in wealth building. Now let's discuss financial goals. Many people say, "I want to become rich." That sounds exciting. But it is not a real goal. A real financial goal is specific. For example, I want to save 6 months of living expenses. I want to invest every month. I want to become debt-free within 3 years. I want to build enough investments to generate passive income. Specific goals create clear action. Vague goals create confusion. Write your financial goals on paper. Read them every week. Track your progress every month. People are more likely to achieve goals they can clearly see. Another important lesson is learning the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset is something that has the potential to put money into your pocket or increase in value over time. A liability usually takes money out of your pocket. Many people spend years collecting liabilities while believing they are becoming wealthier. A new luxury gadget. An expensive car purchased beyond their budget. Unnecessary subscriptions. Impulse purchases. These things may provide temporary happiness. But they often reduce long-term financial freedom. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" ask a different question. Will this purchase improve my financial future? That one question prevents countless unnecessary expenses. Now let's discuss one of the most valuable investments you can ever make. Investing in yourself. Books. Courses. Skills. Health. Communication. Leadership. Confidence. Every new skill increases your ability to create value. And greater value often leads to greater income. No stock market investment can compete with a skill that permanently increases your earning ability. Think about someone who learns digital marketing, programming, sales, video editing, artificial intelligence, public speaking. Those skills may continue generating income for decades. Skills are assets nobody can easily take away from you. Another habit of wealthy people is protecting their time. Poor financial decisions often begin with poor time management. Hours disappear through endless scrolling, mindless entertainment, unplanned days. Successful people understand that time creates money. Every hour invested in learning or building something useful has the potential to improve future income. That does not mean working every minute. Rest is important. Family is important. Health is important. But wasting hours every day without purpose has a hidden financial cost. Finally, remember this. Money grows where discipline exists. Not where emotions control every decision. Some days investing feels exciting. Some days it feels boring. Some days markets rise. Some days they fall. Disciplined people continue following their plan. Emotional people constantly change their plan. And over the long run, discipline almost always wins. That is why becoming wealthy is less about finding the perfect investment, and much more about becoming the kind of person who makes smart financial decisions consistently, year after year. At this point, you may be wondering, if the principles are so simple, why don't more people become wealthy? The answer is simple. Because knowledge alone does not create results. Action does. Millions of people know they should save money. Very few actually do it every month. Millions of people know they should invest. Very few stay consistent for 10 or 20 years. Millions of people know they should avoid unnecessary debt. Yet every day, people continue buying things they do not truly need. The difference between average people and financially successful people is not information. It is implementation. Knowing is not enough. Doing is everything. Now let us talk about discipline. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want right now. Imagine two people receiving the same annual bonus. The first person spends it immediately. A new smartphone. A luxury vacation. Designer clothes. Within a few weeks, the money is gone. The second person invests most of the bonus. A small part is used for enjoyment. The rest is invested for the future. 10 years later, these small decisions create two completely different financial lives. One person has memories. The other has memories and wealth. That is the power of delayed gratification. Now let us discuss one habit that silently destroys wealth. Impulse buying. Have you ever opened an online shopping app just to look around, and ended up buying something you never planned to buy? This happens because businesses understand human psychology. Limited time offers. Flash sales. Special discounts. Buy one, get one free. These offers create urgency. They make people feel they are saving money. But if you buy something you never needed, you did not save money. You spent money. Before making any non-essential purchase, try this simple rule. Wait for 24 hours. If you still believe you truly need it tomorrow, then think about buying it. Many impulse purchases disappear after one day. This single habit can save thousands every year. Now let's discuss budgeting. Some people believe budgets are restrictive. Actually, a budget creates freedom. A budget tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Without a budget, expenses slowly take control. With a budget, you stay in control. A simple budgeting system works well for most people. Cover your essential expenses first. Save and invest a fixed percentage. Use the remaining money for lifestyle and entertainment. This creates balance. You enjoy today while preparing for tomorrow. Another important lesson is avoiding financial stress caused by ego. Many people buy expensive things because they want approval from others. A luxury watch. An expensive phone. A branded outfit. Not because they need them, but because they want people to notice them. The truth is that most people are too busy thinking about their own lives. Very few are thinking about yours. Do not sacrifice your future just to impress strangers. Financial freedom is far more valuable than temporary attention. Now let us talk about networking. Many successful people say that opportunities often come through relationships. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth. Spend time with individuals who discuss ideas instead of gossip. Who talk about skills instead of excuses. Who encourage learning instead of complaining. The people around you influence your habits more than you realize. If everyone around you spends carelessly, it becomes normal. If everyone around you invests, learns, and plans for the future, those habits also become normal. Choose your environment carefully. Another powerful wealth-building habit is reading. Almost every successful entrepreneur, investor, or business leader spends time reading. Books provide decades of experience in just a few hours. A single financial book can save you from years of expensive mistakes. Reading improves decision-making. Better decisions improve financial results. Never stop learning about money. The financial world keeps changing. New technologies appear. New opportunities emerge. People who continue learning stay ahead. Now let us discuss failure. Many people are afraid of making financial mistakes. But every successful investor or entrepreneur has made mistakes. Some investments fail, some businesses fail. Some decisions turn out to be wrong. The goal is not avoiding every mistake. The goal is making small mistakes, learning quickly, and avoiding repeating them. Failure becomes expensive only when you refuse to learn from it. Another important point is protecting your health. Many people separate health from wealth. In reality, they are deeply connected. Poor health reduces productivity. It increases medical expenses. It limits opportunities. Exercise regularly. Sleep well. Eat nutritious food. Manage stress. Your body is the machine that creates your income. Taking care of it is one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. Finally, remember that becoming wealthy is not about one lucky investment, one successful business, or one perfect decision. It is about thousands of ordinary decisions made correctly over many years. Every time you save instead of wasting. Every time you invest instead of consuming. Every time you learn instead of scrolling endlessly. Every time you choose discipline over comfort. You move one step closer to financial freedom. And those small steps, repeated consistently, eventually become extraordinary results. As we come to the end of this lesson, I want you to remember one important truth. Becoming a millionaire is not about earning millions overnight. It is about making thousands of smart financial decisions throughout your life. Every wealthy person started somewhere. Many successful entrepreneurs, investors, and business owners began with ordinary jobs. Some had very small salaries. Some had debt. Some failed multiple times. But they shared one common habit. They never stopped improving their financial blueprint. That blueprint became stronger every year. Now think about your own financial journey. Where are you today? Maybe you are just starting your first job. Maybe you have been working for years but have never invested. Maybe you have made financial mistakes in the past. None of that matters as much as the decision you make today. Your financial future is not controlled by your past. It is shaped by your daily actions from this point forward. Let's quickly review the blueprint we discussed today. First, spend less than you earn. It sounds simple. But this single habit creates the foundation of wealth. If your expenses always equal your income, building wealth becomes almost impossible. Second, pay yourself first. Before paying anyone else, save or invest a fixed percentage of your income. Treat your investments like a monthly bill that must always be paid. Third, build multiple income streams. Never depend on only one paycheck forever. Increase your financial stability by creating additional sources of income over time. Fourth, invest consistently. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not try to predict every market movement. Focus on regular investing and long-term growth. Fifth, keep learning. Your income usually grows when your knowledge and skills grow. The more value you create, the more opportunities come your way. Sixth, avoid unnecessary debt. Borrow carefully. Use debt only when it has the potential to improve your financial future. Never borrow simply to impress others. Seventh, protect your emergency fund. Unexpected situations are part of life. Preparation reduces stress and protects your investments. Eighth, think long-term. Many people focus only on this month's salary. Millionaires think about the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. That long-term thinking changes every financial decision. Ninth, control your emotions. Fear and greed are dangerous financial advisors. Make decisions using logic, research, and patience. Finally, stay consistent. Consistency is the secret that connects every successful financial habit. Saving once will not change your life. Investing once will not make you wealthy. Reading one book will not transform your mindset. But repeating these habits year after year can completely change your future. Remember this sentence. Small financial decisions made consistently become extraordinary financial results. Now imagine yourself 10 years from today. Which version of yourself do you want to become? The person who spent every salary without a plan? Or the person who slowly built investments, developed valuable skills, created multiple income streams, and achieved financial freedom? The choice is made today. Not 10 years from now. Every decision you make today becomes part of your future story. You do not need to earn the highest salary in your city. You do not need to come from a wealthy family. You do not need to win the lottery. You simply need the right blueprint and the discipline to follow it. That is how ordinary earners become extraordinary wealth builders. Money is a powerful tool. If you control it wisely, it creates opportunities. It gives you freedom. It reduces stress. It allows you to help your family. It gives you choices that many people never experience. Never let money become your master. Learn to make it your servant. Because true wealth is not measured only by the amount in your bank account. It is measured by the freedom to live life on your own terms. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the English Academy, and share it with someone who wants to build wealth even with a small salary. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep investing in yourself. And remember, your salary may start your journey, but your habits decide your destination. See you in the next lesson. Take care and have a wonderful day.